Hey, good morning, everybody. Meteorologist Jim Dickey back with you here on this Monday morning for today's edition of Web Weather. It was chilly out there this weekend, especially during the early morning hours. Yeah, now left with across the board, our seasonal lows reached yesterday morning, Sunday morning. Look at those numbers: 45 in Punta Gorda, 48 in Fort Myers. We fell to 50 all the way south into Naples, even just a mile or two off the Gulf of Mexico there at Naples Airport, all the way down to 50 degrees. And no, it's not every November that we see numbers fall this low. This was a serious cold front here. At 48, Pagefield, Fort Myers, I went back through the numbers. It was the lowest temperature that we've seen in Fort Myers since February, but beyond that, it's the first time we've dipped into the 40s in the month of November since 2018. And I think there's a chance that within the next week or two, we will see the 40s again. We'll look at that in just a moment here. Good news is, for now, we sort of reached the bottom of the barrel of that cool spell, and now we're on a warming trend. You see where numbers settled in here this morning. We fell 250 in Punta Gorda, Fort Myers at 54, at Southwest Florida International, Estero down to 53, Naples 56. Yeah, across the board along the Gulf Coast, we are a good deal warmer, about 5 to 10 degrees warmer across the board as I record this for you here. And no surprise, as our winds have shifted. We talked about this going back to Friday. You know, we had that northerly wind that was bringing in that cold air out of the north. Well, now high pressure has slid off to the east. That has shut down that flow of cold air. Instead, our winds are coming off of the Atlantic. They're fairly weak at that, but easterly flow, that is a warmer setup for us this time of year. So much of our weather this time of year driven by where our air is coming from. Air off the Atlantic, much warmer than that continental flow out of the north that we were dealing with going back over the last couple of days. Waking up to a bright and sunny morning. We see a little bit of haze out there. There actually has been a little bit of fog that has settled in the last hour or so. With that full sunshine, though, that will quickly burn off, dissipate out there. Any foggy spots left should be gone by 9:30, 10 o'clock here this morning. With that full sunshine, temperatures are going to climb pretty quickly out there going through the morning hours. Upper 60s by 10 o'clock. So from where we were at sunrise to where we'll be at 10 o'clock, up already about 15 degrees or so. We add another 10 on top of that by the noontime hour, and then settle in right around the 80-degree mark for our high temperatures here today. Slipping back into the 60s. Cool, but pretty comfortable out there going into the evening. There you go. There's your highs, right around 80 this afternoon, which is remarkably close to average for this time of year. Mostly sunny skies, no rainfall, winds stay light, humidity stays low. All around a very nice day out there today. Tonight, tomorrow morning, we'll be cool again. We'll fall into the 50s. 54, cool spot. That's into Arcadia. And then we'll hold on to the 60s, coastal Collier County. And all as this warming trend continues, as it will, going through the next couple of days. We add a degree or two each morning going forward through Thanksgiving. And then Friday, even a little bit warmer than that, as we get back into the middle 60s. Look at that Thanksgiving forecast, though, and any outdoor plans you have, no issues for you. Morning hours, so many of you participate in those turkey trots, those 5K runs, looking great for it. Around sunrise, temperatures be right around the 60-degree mark. Humidity will be low. Nice running weather. Plenty of sunshine by the afternoon. Dinner time looking good, too. Hey, if you want to do the Florida thing and have your Thanksgiving dinner outdoors, it'll be nice for it, with temperatures falling through the 70s back into the 60s as we go past sunset. Now, I am tracking our next front. It's not this one. Let's go through our storm tracker model. That high pressure over the Atlantic still wedging in over Florida. That's going to force this front to stall over northern Florida. It doesn't get down here to our part of the state. So we stay dry, we stay sunny, we stay on that warming trend like I showed you. But the next front, as I zoom out here, moving off of the Rockies by the time we get to early Wednesday morning. That one crosses the Mississippi on Thanksgiving. That one will be able to move in here. And I do think, in general, as we go forward in the longer range, more cool weather in our future. Look at the high temperature trend. So nice and warm before that front arrives on Friday. It dives through. At this point, not looking like much of a rainmaker, but we'll likely kick up a couple of showers. Behind that first front, so that would be Friday into Saturday, drops our high temperatures into the 70s. I'm seeing another front in the longer range with the models that moves through Sunday into Monday. That one would be like the front we just went through. That really brings the chilly air back in, drops our high temperatures potentially back into the 60s on Monday. And I'm seeing more of the same as we go through the first week or two of December. In general, the next 3 weeks going to feature frequent shots of cool air. So if you're a fan of the cool sort of fall/winter weather here in Florida, I think you're going to like how the first half or so of December sets up. But again, in the near term, we're warming things back up, and we have really pleasant weather to enjoy through Thanksgiving. I'll have a full update on all this for you coming up in just a couple minutes. More in the Morning at 9. Hope to see you then.